Yeah. All right. So that's there. And Teacups, welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. It's your girl, Monica, along with my fabulous co-host, dating expert and author, the lovely Monique Kelly.
Hey, Teacups.
Hey. Sipping the tea. I know that's right. Okay. Amir will be with us shortly, and DJ Richie Sky and Buffie couldn't make it today, but they'll be back next week. So today we are recapping The Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 11. Kenya Moore has hit the gas on her Bolo sexgate investigation. Toya turns on Kenya, and Mark Daley embarrasses the dog mess out of Kenya once again. Ciao. Let's get into it.
A website called All About the Tea.
Told all about the tea that during the fight.
All right, we got a packed house. Hey, everyone, I see your comments. Comment in the chat. Let us know how we sound. Is our sound okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let us know. Okay. Hey.
I tell you, the chat be on and popping over there. So I have to stop myself from looking because they be getting it in the chat.
So yeah, it's the chat gets lit. Yes. I will say that.
Let me stop getting distracted by y'all.
I know they cut up in the chat. So first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're already subscribed to the channel, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot tea that we serve on this channel. All right. So the episode starts off with the ladies having dinner by the pool, and Porsha Williams is in no mood to pray over the food. Kenya Moore has been trying to out her for smashing Bolo, the stripper. It is just getting ridiculous, okay? This investigation, it's sad, and it's a testament to when you have nothing else going on in your life, the things you focus on, okay? No shade, true tea. All right, y'all. So Cynthia Bailey has decided that after seeing the other women getting freaky with Bolo, she's a voyeur. She likes it. She likes some girl-on-girl action. And Drew thinks Bolo gave them a great show. But LaToya, a.k.a. Kenya Moore 2.0, wonders why a married woman would be so interested in Bolo's peen. Is it any of her business, girl? It is none of your business. She is just thirsty for some camera time, that one man. Ooh.
She's been coming for Drew since she came on the show. And I got to tell you, this episode, I am officially a Drew fan. She brings great stuff to this show. She's a breath of fresh air. And I love how she handles herself. But she's been coming for Drew since she met her.
Yeah, is it jealousy or is it just the new kid on the block? Let me just take a shot at her because she can't go against anyone else.
I don't know what it is. It could be jealousy. It could be, maybe it's because when Drew said something about her not being divorced and dating, how that was wrong. Maybe that lit a fire under her. Who knows? Oh. She's been coming for her hard.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Mm-hmm. She's one of those people that if you any slight, okay, they register it, they take note, and they store it, and they just wait for the right time to retaliate.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Tina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. But that's why they like each other so much. I don't get down like that. I get mad at someone for 10 minutes, and after that, I'm done.
See, I wish I could be better with that because see, it takes me a minute to get mad, but then when I'm mad, I'm done. I'm like, okay, I'm cool. You're blocked. I don't mess with you anymore. I have to get better with that. I'm quick to cut people off. I'm like, because it takes me so long to get there.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. And I get super, and it got to be something that you really came at me about, but I get so angry. And I would say between 10 and 30 minutes, angry. Can't stop talking about it, punching air, cussing. Just punching air, cussing. And then it's like after that 30 minutes or 10 minutes, it's like, okay, they're totally wiped my brain. I don't think of them. I don't even refer to the person as their name. I give them another name.
Formerly known as?
I give them another name. Like when they come up, a friend may call and be like, girl, did you see what so-and-so? I give that person a different name and they pretty much die.
Right.
Yeah. So Toya is going after Drew, calling her out. And, it's a hypocrite. You're calling her out for girl and girl action. Meanwhile, you were chomping down on everything moving, every fish moving in that room. Girl, bye. Okay. Every fish on the platter she was going at. So Kandi Burruss looks on with disapproval. Kandi's not happy about this conversation, because she organized everything and she feels these girls are breaking girl code. These women turn off the cameras for a reason, and now they're outing each other. Toya continues to grill Drew. Kenya pipes up and wonders if the sex noises she heard were coming from Drew. Drew objects while the other women remain silent. She wonders if Kenya has something to feel guilty about since she's been trying to figure out who had sex with Bolo. After all, Kenya was rolling on the floor with her legs spread wide open like a Thanksgiving platter. Spread, right? It was. Ain't nobody want this girl. Kenya thinks it's obvious who messed with Bolo, who had sex with him. Toya now turns on Kenya.
Loved this part. Loved it.
She turns on Kenya, wondering why she's been playing sex detective all afternoon. Am I echoing?
No, you're good. Sounds
good. That was a good part. Let's just stop right there and comment on that.
Okay. Here's the thing. Toya confused me because at one point she's coming for Drew, then the next point she's sticking up for the other girls. But my thing is this, whether you agree with what they did, whether you were down with it or not, why is she trying to expose people for having a bachelorette night? It's just so jacked up. You just don't do that. You just don't do it. And let's say some people I've read in comments at the last show and then today that they're like, well, at least we got all the tea from Kenya. We would have still gotten some interesting footage just based on the camera. She didn't need to say anything. It was just jacked up, the whole situation. And I am proud of Porsha.
She stayed quiet. You don't give people like that any gas. You just act like, they're not saying anything. Because it just emboldens her to keep talking and asking more questions. And the investigation grows deeper. The cold case department at a police station needs to hire Kenya more because she's thirsty. And them fools, they don't stop till they get you. You don't get away with nothing, right? Marlo also chimes in because she has to be a part of the scene and says she heard some sex party going on or something. Kenya goes on to say there were multiple people in the room, but yada, yada, yada. Kenya mentions the room in question was next to Porsha's room. Porsha tries to shut Kenya down, though. She eventually just had enough. She can't take it. Saying it's not an issue unless Kenya names who was in the room with Bolo. Then Toya wonders why this is even an issue for Kenya. Blah, blah, blah. Kandi butts in again and says whoever did something with Bolo, it's their own business. And then Tanya Sam pipes in and says, girl, huh? She pipes in and she says that she was in the room with Porsha. Okay. Well, you should have followed that up with I was in the room with Porsha and nothing happened.
Right. I think Tanya felt like Kenya was about to expose her and she was trying to get ahead of the narrative, but she didn't know how to do it right. I was just like, Tanya, stop. Just, it's gonna blow over. It's gonna blow over. Just don't say anything. Oh, Tanya. You gotta love the Canadians. They're very honest people.
And the funny thing about it, you're right, is Porsha was trying to protect Tanya. Because I feel Porsha would have definitely had stepped up and said, yes, I had sex with him. And so what? I'm a single woman. But to protect her friend, she stayed quiet. And then Tanya jumped in with that mess. It's like, girl, don't tell on yourself.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of your personal views, Porsha did nothing wrong. She's single. If she wants to sleep with Bolo and get her back broke, that is her prerogative. But the issue is someone running their damn mouth about it when they should have kept quiet. And I've said this to you before, Monica, Kandi ain't slick. See, Kandi really doesn't drink that much. Kandi knew what she was doing, putting them in the clothes. She knew they were going to get drunk. She knew she was bringing Bolo. See, Kandi be a low-key assassinator because she knew what she was doing too. She ain't innocent. She knew who she had there. She knew who was going to talk.
Well, I find the behavior rather predatory because that's how a madam operates. She never gets drunk. She doesn't do the drugs, but she corrals the girls to have sex with these men. And that's exactly the role Kandi played. And it's rather disturbing for me.
Mm-hmm. You said a madam. Ooh, child.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, let's call a thing a thing. Let's call a thing a thing. It's kind of disturbing to me. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And then innocent. She knew what she was doing.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Mm-hmm. Finally, the ladies travel back to Atlanta, and Drew's husband, Ralph, he's curious about the girls' trip. She fills him in about the situation. She says that she saw what Bolo was working with firsthand. She admits that he flipped her over a table, and she made her booty clap.
I fell in love with her. This is what I was just like. And I was like, Ralph, bet not say nothing, Mr. Tampa. You better not say. This is when I fell in love with her. She was just like, that was such a boss move to just be like, yeah, this happened, and dare him to say something.
Mm-hmm. Negro, now where were you in Tampa? So he knew he just had to grin and bear it.
Yep.
Grin and bear it.
Man, let me tell you something about men. A man's insecurity that his wife saw another man's, am I allowed to say the D word? I'll just say the D word. Another man's dick, and knowing that the other man's dick is probably way bigger than his, that hit him in the gut. And the same way it hit her in the gut, that fool went to Tampa and didn't say nothing. And she still doesn't know whose booty was clapping on him in Tampa.
Mm-hmm. You know, something like that, though. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, and she's not going to press the issue too much because it is what it is. And if you forgive someone and you move on, truly forgive them and move on. Don't be bringing it up 24/7 because it just ruins everything. Let the man cheat in peace. Just, you know, if you're gonna keep him, let him cheat in peace.
Girl.
So over at Kandi, she catches up with her messy sidekick, Don Juan. They're at an outdoor cafe. He's the one who put the dungeon night together. So, you know, which involved all Bolo getting tested for COVID, not an STD, but COVID, having the eating boxes, you know, and arranging the taxis and stuff, right? He put it all together. So when he got a phone call saying that Bolo hadn't come out at 2:45 and didn't come out till 7:30, an eyebrow was raised for him. I'm like, look at these two messy queens.
That's what I was saying. Because here's the thing. I can't stand Dom. I just can't. He annoys the living daylights out of me. But here's the thing. They did not know at that point that Bravo had that footage of when Bolo left. So Kandi was already planning on being messy anyway. This scene proves it. I saw the comments about they grown-ass women. I get they're grown women. They didn't have to sleep with Bolo. They didn't have to do what they did. But the point is, Kandi ain't innocent in this. Okay, she messy. And that whenever Don Juan's in a scene, you know it's going to be some mess.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I can't imagine having paid friends that are that messy. Or paid staff.
Next level messy.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh my goodness, nothing ever changes with those two. They did the same thing to Porsha, to Phaedra. Something else, that candy-coated crew over there. I tell you. So Kandi describes Bolo and blah, 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 blah. And the big peen waving at the women. His smooth skin is slick like oil. And Don Juan is just sitting there salivating because he's just loving it all. He then goes into Kenya's Bolo sex gate and her investigation and yada, yada, yada. Okay, now let's just move on over to Cynthia's place and Mike and his thirsty self, okay? I don't want no man telling me to reenact what a stripper did to me. That is just some nasty shit. Clearly, he wanted to be there to watch, okay? With his girl, I'm gonna let you continue because I know you like some Mike Hill.
I do. I know Mike Hill. He's a nice guy. Okay. So I'm trying to be, when you try to be PC, I'll So I can't. I mean, here's the thing. We already know the only reason these women are even telling their husbands and their fiance what happened was because it was caught on camera and they don't know what's going to be exposed. Okay. But this should be a lesson. Okay. They need to learn from Real Housewives of New York City how to do their dirt without it getting on camera. Think about Real Housewives of New York City when they went to Turks and Caicos and the guy spent the night and the camera didn't capture it. These women need to learn from New York to do their dirt and not let it be on camera. You see how I deflected the question about Mike? I'm good, huh?
Very good. That's why they call you the expert, okay? You are the expert. That was very, very professional.
I'm good. The worst thing I'll say about Mike and Cynthia, because I love them both, is their wedding was a super spreader. That's the worst I'm going to say, but I love them both and I'm rooting for them.
Oh my God. I'm going to go ahead and do what you can't. Go ahead and read the situation. This was just with the water bottle all up in her face, and he was getting so excited. Child. Seems a little sugary to me, but I don't know. Leave it at that.
I didn't say that, Mike, for the record.
It's just so crazy. Oh my goodness. Mike isn't sexy and he's boring. Yikes.
At that age, when you get to a certain age, sexy is, it's relative. Come on. This is her third or second marriage. Okay. Sexy is all relative.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So moving right along, Kenya's at her magazine shoot for a cover, and Toya shows up with a cake to celebrate. Now, let me just talk about that a little bit. A whole cake? That just seemed like a lot. I can understand the cupcake.
That? It's just okay. Was it supposed to be like an analogy or antidote, like cake? I just thought, I'm just confused by the whole situation. And why is she kissing Kenya's ass when Kenya was wrong? I just can't. I don't understand.
Well, she's new to the show, and Kenya's her in, and Kenya's her ride or die for her. No one else. So she's trying to stay on the good foot with Kenya because you mess that up and you're out. Look at Marlo. Poor Marlo can't get a peach because of Kenya.
I know. And Marlo, I love Marlo. And y'all know I'm strictly dickly, but Marlo's body was off. Her body was so off the chain. Isn't she 50?
Yeah, her body is banging. She looks amazing.
And she's fun. She's beautiful. She brings the fashion. And what I love about Marlo is we know she has a past. We get it. But look what she's made of her life since. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate her. I want her to get a peach so bad.
Yeah, me too. She's paid her dues. It's time. Yeah. Come on, it's time. So Kenya's obviously upset with Toya. She feels Toya turned on her in Charleston and was trying to make her look bad. And she has an attitude with Toya. And Toya bows down to Kenya and, apologizes. And I understand why. She's going through a divorce. She needs a check. This show is something she wants to build a platform off of. So, yeah. Yes, to kiss up to Kenya, I get it. I just wouldn't do it. It's a no-win situation. Marlo tried to warn her.
anything she says and does will eventually be used against her with Kenya. You just can't trust her.
It's true. It's very true. Wise advice. So later, Drew stops by Porsha's house. They chit chat and eat muffins. They gossip about Detective Kenya going way too far in her investigation. Porsha would have respected Kenya more if she had been direct. Okay. If she wants to call out Porsha, then call her out instead already. Just stop beating around the bush, with, duck, duck, goose kind of thing. Porsha labels Kenya a punk ass bitch.
Hey, girl, Monica, why did you have to use the term beating around the bush? Wrong term to use it. Wrong intended.
Oh my God. Kearney, thank you so much for the super chat. P, which is Porsha, knows Kenya is friend to no one. Absolutely. P should have slept with Bolo on the beach, far away from the house. Ken needs to worry about Mark using this to take the baby.
Oh my God, I was thinking the same thing because she admitted she left the baby upstairs for 45 minutes, not giving her bottle. Good point.
Starving the poor child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. She's not very smart.
No.
They both agree Kenya broke girl code. Comment in the chat. Did Kenya break girl code? Let us know.
But don't you like this Porsha Drew friendship? I'm liking this Porsha Drew friendship.
Yeah. I mean, every time I get flashbacks of Phaedra. I just want Phaedra and Porsha back. Frickin' frack. They were so good together.
They were good together. I just miss Phaedra. Could you imagine her at that bachelorette party?
That would have been, she's a freak and she's fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though I'm not into Bolo or any of that stuff that was going down, that heathenism that was going down there, Phaedra would have made the episode fun. She would have made the trip fun and she would have been reading Kenya for investigating it. It would have been so good. So good.
It would have been so juicy. Monica,
juicy.
we're aunties. Cheers to our aunties.
Mm-hmm. Hey girl, high five, boo. That's right. Mm-hmm. So now on to the best part of the episode for me anyway. Mark Daley embarrassing the dog mess out of Kenya. Child, this was the best part. So Kenya meets with her lawyer. She's been talking to Mark about having a custody petition served, but instead of filing for divorce, she claims she wants to settle the custody dispute. Ma'am, when you file for divorce, that's all included, the custody and everything. So clearly this tells me you're not married, okay? You're filing for custody because you can't file for divorce. Because if you file for divorce, the custody part of it is included. So stop
I did not even think of that, Monica!
Stop the madness, child. She relies on the stupidity of Team Twirl to run this game by them. I get it. It's all game. She claims Mark, and here's the funniest part, okay? She claims Mark has been sending her love songs about wanting back his lost love. He wants them to work things out and be a power couple. And all the songs are about getting back together. Kenya wonders why Mark can't show his love for her publicly. And then the lawyer says, I don't know about that. I have a different take. Mark has filed for divorce in New York and wants alimony. Now, first of all, that's bogus too, so which I don't even believe. Maybe he did try to file for something, but it doesn't even make sense because they weren't even, allegedly, they weren't married in this country. And Kenya is not a New Yorker. She's not a resident of New York, okay? So therefore, a New York judge doesn't have jurisdiction over Kenya and can't rule about anything over Kenya. So make it make sense, y'all. But I love the fact that Mark wants alimony.
Okay, you know what? Let me tell you something. Number one, men over the age of, I would say 38 plus. Men don't use power couple. That's how I knew that was a lot. Men are not like, oh, I want us to be a power couple. That's terminology that younger, when you're dating your 20s, early 30s use. But a grown-ass man, 38 or even 40 plus, isn't like, I want to be a power couple. So that made my eyebrows rise. Don't know the word, y'all. I'm a little hungover.
Either one, we understood, baby. We understood.
Okay. But then the thing that I don't like Kenya. And because she was such a bitch earlier and trying to do the investigation and messing up the bachelorette party and just being pure evil, it's hard to even have any sympathy for her because she's just a bitch and it's awful, right? Mm-hmm. But I have a real problem with a grown-ass man asking for alimony. I have a real freaking problem with that. And I know it's Kenya and I know I can't stand her, but that to me is that is such a jerk. I don't want to be derogatory, but it's just an asshole move. I'm just saying. Alimony.
It totally is, but because it is Kenya, I'm laughing.
I know you are.
I'm like,
I know you are.
Listen, Mark Daley for the win. He's MVP to me. I mean, he saved this episode for me. He made it interesting. Okay, they need to go on and bring him back somehow, some way. Because Mark Daley, I'm telling you, he does it for me. The shits and giggles. Kenya thought she was the stunt queen. Mark's the real stunt queen.
And then him sending her a playlist, allegedly, like, he just wants to humiliate her. Like, okay, we get it. You can't stand her. You don't want to be married to her, but he just wants to humiliate her. So my thing is, why is he trying so hard to humiliate this woman? And again, I can't stand Kenya, but having gone through a divorce myself and dealing with shenanigans and foolery back then, it just rips me to my core, although I don't like her as a person. But for a grown man to do these shenanigans, I just have issue with that.
Mm-hmm. Someone in the chat said, not alimony, maintenance. Maintenance is alimony. And the lawyer actually said the word alimony, if you watch the episode. And that's the same thing, right? Maintaining him, his maintenance, alimony. I don't believe he sent her a playlist.
I don't either.
No man near 50 that runs a business and has children and women on the side and all this other stuff have time for no damn playlist. Okay.
And she would have made sure that was on camera if that happened. You already know.
A playlist? Like she just it's like the whole scene in the closet with all the tags on the clothes and claiming she was cleaning out the closet. It's the same thing. Girl, if you're gonna tell a lie, at least make it believable. Goodness gracious.
Wow. Oh, Monica, people said that Marlo is 45, not 50. 45, 50, 40,
same thing.
30, whatever her body is bomb.
Yeah. 45 is 50. Same difference. Okay. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. Either way. Okay. Someone said to me one day in the comments, it's like, oh, you hate Kandi so much. And she even lied on her age because I said Kandi was 47. The person said, no, she's 44. I just burst out laughing. I wanted to respond with and a question mark. Like 44 and 47 is the same thing. Same damn thing.
Monica, they better be happy they didn't catch you after you had a couple of cocktails because it would have been on and popping in that chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Girl, you already know. You already know. So the lawyer, Kenya needs a minute to pull herself together. Poor baby. Okay. Poor thing. Mark told the world that he wants nothing from her. And now he wants maintenance. She sees this move as retribution for serving him with custody papers. Sounds like something Kenya would do, huh? Beautifully animated. Thank you so much for the super chat. Can't Mark be denied alimony since he was on camera saying Kenya can take it all? He's not going to get alimony because they're not married.
Kenya wanted that beautiful baby. Let's keep it real. She wanted a baby. She found a man Mark is an attractive man because look, I mean, King is beautiful too. I'm not talking about the inside. They had this gorgeous baby because that little girl is so scrumptious and adorable. She got what she wanted. She got the baby. That's what she wanted. She should have just left it at that instead of doing a pretend marriage thing. Like,
I know. It just keep it real. 10 toes down. It was a legal transaction. I got what he wanted. He got his taxes paid off, and we're good. You know, I mean, I could respect her a lot more if she was just straightforward with people. Poised, nostalgialist, thank you so much for the super chat. I never believed Kenya was married. Same here. I have not watched one episode of RHOA, but I have not missed any of your recaps. Love your classy, shady reads, Monica.
Monica, your reads are epic. So the way you do it with the voice, the intonation, and just the vocabulary is it's poetic.
Oh, thank you, my love. You're always so supportive and kind and wonderful. Thank you. So the lawyer says when they tried to serve Mark the papers at home, the process server was told that Mark didn't live at that address, but that's a lie. Also, Mark filed in New York. Kenya never lived in New York. If Mark wants to file, he has to do it in Atlanta. Kenya's lawyer encourages her to file and serve him again. She tried to do it civilly at his home. So here's the other thing too, right? If you were really married to him, an attorney would tell you, let's forget about this custody thing. Let's file for divorce. So we have the upper hand in the divorce. Whoever files first has the upper hand. Did you know that?
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, if they have valid claims and that thing, if you file first, you have the upper hand, and that other party has to respond back to your demands. So wouldn't a lawyer tell you that? You're pursuing custody, but you need a divorce. Girl, it's just so crazy.
Yeah, it's so strange, the whole thing.
It really, really is. So she tried to do it civilly, she claims, at his home so that he wouldn't be embarrassed at his work. But that's not off the table. Girl, when is Kenya ever concerned?
Come on.
Yeah. The man runs a restaurant. You just show up with, cameras in tow and have him served in the kitchen. It's not hard.
Kenya's never done anything civilly to not embarrass somebody. Like that, come on. Really?
It's not even in her DNA to act civil.
Right. Stop
it. All right. And she's mad because he's not asking for custody of Brooklyn. Baby, that's your child.
How many other kids does he have, Monica?
3, from what I've heard.
Oh, wow. Are they young or older?
I think they're older. Between 9 and teenage years.
He's missing out, though, because that little Brooklyn, oh, my God, he's missing out.
She is gorgeous. She's
so adorable.
Such a cupcake. So adorable. So precious. Very, very cute. And the way her mom dresses her too, and their little photo shoots, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's her only redeeming quality. She's her mom.
I know. And Brooklyn seems like a strong spirit. She seems strong, and she can, withstand the crazy. She's like her daddy. Oh my God, Jazzy Lane, thank you so much for the super chat. I love the both of y'all's energy is everything. Thank you. I'm sitting at work laughing with tears in my eyes. Bless you. And Kenya needs some deep prayers.
She does.
Absolutely. Very well said. Very well said. Hey, CC Freak, how are you?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm at work, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. But I just wanted to say, with the whole Strippergate thing, a lot of people were saying Porsha was looking guilty. I disagree with that. I just feel like she was more annoyed than anything else. Yeah. For the simple fact that Kandi came off saying this is a no judgment zone. Whatever happens here stays here. But Kenya is the one who turned it into a judgment zone, knowing that Kenya has been coming at her all season, and Porsha's been paying her dust all season. And so, of course, with the Tanya situation, I can't speak on that because she implicated herself. That's on her. But Porsha she's never denied it. So she just never owned up and just said, yeah, I did it. And that's her business if she don't want to say that. And the other thing that bothered me is in that Kenya and LaToya scene is when she was like, I'm sorry for having fun with your enemy, but she said, oh, she's not my enemy. She wants to be me. I said, what does Porsha have that you want? Like, what does Porsha have that you want? She's probably one of the most popular girls on the show, regardless of how anybody feels about her. So I just don't understand where that's coming from. You have been coming for her all season. Yeah. So stop with the delusions. That's just basically where I'm at with that.
Yeah, but y'all know that Porsha slept with Bolo, but it's her business.
That's my point. She's single. Like, she's single. She's not like everybody else has something to lose if they had something to do with it. But Porsha ain't with nobody.
That's true. She doesn't. And how quiet she was trying to be and reserved kind of scared me. I was like, Kenya, shut up. Shut up.
Oh my God. I think everything in Porsha, that is growth. To walk away. I was so proud of her. I think in her mind, she was counting backwards from 10 to 1 and was just breathing. I was proud of her.
Because who looks the worst at the end of that?
Exactly. You're right.
It's true. Kenya knows how to trigger people. She takes pleasure in just picking at you until you've just had enough and you explode. Yep. But, through the grace of God, Porsha has gotten some therapy. Yep. She's grown a lot. She's done a lot of reading. She's educated herself, and she's not taking the bait anymore. Kudos to you.
She has too much to lose.
Exactly.
It's not worth it. Catherine, thank you so much for the super chat. If she's legally married to him, she needs a new lawyer because he doesn't how to file the paperwork. He doesn't know how to file the paperwork. Well, it's TV, child. It's all for TV, you know. CC Freak, thank you so much for calling in. Have a great day.
See y'all. Love y'all.
Bye now. Bring my girl Princess on. Hey, Princess.
Loving the blonde.
A natural look. Very nice.
Yes, hi, everybody. I look different from night to day now.
Good girl.
Thank you. I'm going to make this quick. Everything is messy, okay? And Miss Porsha did do well because had this been maybe 4 years ago, she would have got her ass whooped, okay? If she would have came across that table and told her, don't you say nothing else about what I got going on between my vagina. And, it probably would have been a good kiki about whose vagina was swiping money or whatever was doing with Mr. Bolo. So I am proud of Porsha, but it was wrong and it was dirty. You might as well, if you went that far to say, oh, it's over there by the room, you might as well have said, girl, I know you had sex with that man, okay? You and Tanya. It was really wrong of them to do that. And Tanya should have been just as reserved as Porsha was. But I think she's never been in these types of situations, just like she got caught off guard with Kenya and that cookie lady. Yeah, she was caught off guard here now. And Tanya is not made for this. She's just not made for reality TV. She's not made for this group of girls. I think she's a fun girl, and she met her kindred spirit or her spirit animal with Porsha, but they shouldn't have done it there, But everybody was living in the moment, and I think they were in a safe space, especially with that LaToya. Kenya is mad that Porsha stole her scissor sister, and she did not hit it first. And I think that was the major motive for her going through all of that is you stole my girlfriend. But girl, you're not gay. So what is it? Pick a struggle. And now you want to, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed with my baby. Just say, girl, I just want you to eat me out so I can start out my back and move on. And honey,
pick a struggle.
Pick a struggle. Okay. You wanted Bolo to blow your back out because you got all that starch going on in your back, sweetheart. And and then I'm not even gonna go into that divorce case, honey. That was a whole mess. And how is he supposed to be able to sue for alimony? That means you provided a lifestyle. If he lives in New York and she lives in Georgia, that just doesn't make sense to me. None of it makes sense to me.
No, it doesn't. No. Well, she relies on the, stupidity of her fans to have shit like this fly. But listen, I'll tell you one thing. Kenya Moore is some entertainment because I was entertained last night. Okay? I really was. All right, Princess, my love. I'll see you later because we're going to get into some more Atlanta stuff later. Oh, my God. It's going down, girl. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Lover of life. Thank you so much for the super chat. RHOA needs to let Kenya go. She needs to heal. I am led to believe Mark and Kenya never had an intercourse. Lastly, Cynthia and Kandi need to go recast. Comment in the chat. Do you think you need to let Kenya go? Cynthia, Kandi, have they run their course? Let us know. I personally think Kenya needs to stay because she's so bitter and dysfunctional that she's good for reality TV. Yep. Sheila G. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it. You know what? I don't like? What? People who are willing to ruin other people's lives for a check. Why talk about what happened? The Cams and Mike caught it. Hashtag no girl code. None whatsoever. None.
Too far.
None.
She just went too far with that.
None. She turned into Inspector Gadget. She's worse than Megan from RHOC.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. When a black woman starts clapping on the hands, you know that means she's saying Look what happened to Megan. Okay. She was so invested in what was going on with Vicky and Brooks. Look where she is now. Okay. Sit your ass down, stay in your lane, and stop being evil because it always comes back.
Absolutely. Hey, sweetheart. Hey,
how are you? I'm back.
How are you, my love? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good.
Hey, Lavon.
What's up? How are you, girl? Looking beautiful today.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here today to sort of play the devil's advocate
for
Kenya a little bit. See, even though what Kenya did was kind of evil and definitely going in was a little too strong, but at the same token, you dragged me a few years ago. You don't think I'm sitting here waiting in the dark to embarrass your ass at any point? You know what I mean? If someone dragged me on national TV, I would probably hold a grudge, even though they reconciled. They really didn't seem to reconcile completely, if you ask me. Like, they had one cute moment, but then kind of went back to going back and forth. So they really don't like each other. Even Porsha's sister was like, well, I don't know if I should invite you because I don't really know if y'all get along. The own sister said that after they already made up. So clearly they didn't make up. They still don't like each other after all these years. So I kind of feel like Kenya was just sitting, waiting in the dark, like a snake, just, let me get something on Porsha. Let me get something on Porsha.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, boom, here we go.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm here to tell the story. I feel like that's exactly what she did. And do I blame her for that? Not really. I mean, this girl's not your friend. Clearly that they never made up.
That's true. That's true. Good point. I didn't even think about that because she is a very vengeful person. Right. And she holds on to things like a 5-year-old.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. How you doing today, Lavon?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
You look good. You look very well rested and fresh.
He does. All right, sweetheart. Will you be joining us tonight? It's going to be a good one.
I always am.
T.I. and Tiny, criminal investigation, clink, clink, handcuffs. Oh, no. The whole shebang. Yep. I'll see you later, my love. Bye. I'm gonna bring. Oh, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Hey, Marcellla, my love. How are you?
I'm trying to get my hair braided, but honey, I love the braids. I was in the room with them. I wish I was in the room. I would have just been in heaven to watch it, but I believe that Kandi is shady too for telling Don Juan. Yeah. And it's gonna come out. And if I was Porsha, I would just say I did it. I'm single. I can do whatever I want to with anybody I want to do it with. That's the time to say I did it and shut their storylines down. I did it. I loved it. Y'all should have been there.
Right.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but she was trying to protect Tanya, her friend.
Right.
And then Tanya, she's not used to all this stuff, just opened her mouth and Kenya put her foot in it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tanya was busted and she busted herself. And she's single too. How long do you got to be engaged to somebody to realize you still single? How long? If you are engaged to me and it's 9 years, I am single. Mm-hmm. Maybe this will make him put some pep in his step to say, if I don't marry her, because Tanya is very smart, got a lucrative business, and she's paid without this man. Maybe she just want this guy, but you know what? She keep hanging around LaToya and Porsha. She gonna get turned out. He gonna be in the win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Sean Mack, thank you so much for the super chat, my love.
But you know what? I just feel like Kandi telling Don Juan everything, and then Don Juan trying to act like he's a Housewives of Atlanta too. I mean, every time you turn around, I understand, he works for you and this is the person you confide in, but this is not a good look for her, because I was coming down to Atlanta to hire that heifer.
Oh, child, no.
I was going to hire Kandi, but I know Kandi talk.
Yeah, she does run her mouth. You was really going to hire Kandi?
Don't be telling your business, girl. Me, you, Buffie, players, all of us, and Monique in the room. This Monique right here. She was going to be in the room.
We aunties. Me and Monique is
we aunties, honey. We aunties.
No, y'all can be like players and watch. We gotta bring somebody who can take all of that Bolo, because I'm telling you now, I need to come back here and be walking. This man will paralyze your spine, honey. If that is truly real, oh my God, I couldn't take that at all. I'm tight.
Marcellla, you are something else, girl. I'll see you tonight. We're going to get into some more Tia and Tiny mess.
I love her.
Bye, boo. Bye. Hey, Lakeisha.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, I love that red dress.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys know I'm a Kenya fan. So.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yes. You guys know I like these villains for somehow.
You do.
To be honest, it even gets to a point to where my heart, being real, my heart goes out to them at some point.
Right.
Like, I mean, I do always feel very sad for Kenya when it comes to her and Mark, but there are some questions to why is this guy asking for alimony? Like, is he saying you have to upkeep my life because you've been doing it? You've been cash apping me, so you need to keep doing that. Did she pay him to be? Yeah, I mean, I love King. I'm serious, but is he saying that because like we made a deal? We made a deal. I'll give you a baby. That's why I don't want custody, and you need to continue to upkeep my life. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's just all. That's what I'm thinking.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah. I think you're right. Mm-hmm. I love how you say is she cash apping him?
I mean, however, Dale, whatever, Bimbo, however you get it. He's like, keep it coming, boo. He was like, I think they had a deal. Because, I like Kenya, but I know Kenya, I actually, like I said, I've met her. I've seen she's a completely different person in person. So I think it's all for a storyline. I don't think it's real. She's not nasty in person. She's very loving, very so I think she was like, I really want a baby. So I'm going to, he wants some money. He looks good. Right. And she just thought it would blend all together. Like maybe he would be like, okay, well, this is something I want. Mm-hmm. But it blew up in her face. So I feel bad about that. She makes so many poor judgments, like love life wise. And I think it all like goes back to her mom.
Yeah. Abandonment issues. Yeah.
But at a certain point as an adult, because we all have had issues, and I'm not minimizing, because what happened to her mom, like that's devastating, that relationship. But at a certain point, you have to take accountability, get therapy, work on yourself so you can move forward from that. It doesn't mean that the pain goes away, but at least start making decisions without that affecting the decision making.
But do you think do you think that she would do that? I think it's like, like the chicken before the egg. She has to have counseling to kind of mirror herself. She's not jumped into that. I mean, I don't know when she's going to take that step forward and jump in, but I do think she needs it. She's going to need it even for her daughter, because at some point she's going to vicariously live through that little girl, because that's all she has. That's going to be disastrous.
That's true.
Well, she said the season Mark was on, she was jealous of the baby. Remember?
I don't remember that. She said that.
She did. She said that she's jealous of the way Mark loves the baby. Remember, she said that.
More than her.
And then she took the whole baby and submerged the baby. She tried to drown the baby in the bubble bath. Y'all remember that?
Oh,
go back and look.
That is
Tried to drown Brooklyn. She did. She really did.
Okay, and then that's crazy. So now Porsha. Oh my God. You guys know I like some Porsha too.
I love Porsha. That's my girl.
Oh, but like I think Lavon said, he said, she's been waiting in the wings. Like I said that before. Kenya has been waiting. They go tit for tat. It's good TV. But I do think if Porsha continues to pay her dust, it will fly over. But the only reason why it is still surviving is because Portia's trying to be a good friend to Tanya time. So I mean, because I believe if Tanya wasn't involved, she would have been like, I did it, and yes, I did. Yes, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
But she's trying to be a good friend to Tanya, and Tanya, your spot's blown, boo. You blew your own cover. Jesus.
What made it worse is she didn't come back to the show. She should have stayed on the show. It would have blown over. It would have blown over. Tanya, come back. We need your energy. We need your connection.
Yes. Yeah.
And DJ Richie always says, do not let when you leave, you allow them to do your narrative of your story. He does say that, and look what's happening. It's like she's ran and skirted from it. But like Tanya, like Marcellla said, you single, boo. You've been engaged for 10 years. I mean, Monique, you're the relationship counselor. I mean, you need to send some type of advice her way.
That is like she has given up so much of her life to that man. She wants kids. Hopefully, she froze the egg. So she's getting to an age where that's going to be a little more difficult. You don't give a man that long with an engagement. You just don't. Not at this age. No, not ever. Really. Just no.
Yeah, he's sucking out all the good years out of her. She's a beautiful woman. He's just sucking out all the goodness out of her.
Yeah.
So,
turned out, made her a freak and everything. Yeah.
Monica is crazy.
She did.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of stuff going on over there,
Yeah.
Are you going to be on tonight?
I will. I'll be on tonight. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Look at that, girl.
Love you, girl. Bye, my love. Bye.
I love her
so much.
I love her. She's so much fun. And Marcellla too.
Oh.
Hey, Lexi, how you doing, girl?
Turn this TV down. Hold on.
Hair is laid.
Girl.
That looks like a wrap.
It is, but it is terrible right now because I'm in Germany, so we're shut down still over here. So I appointment on Wednesday though. Anyway, y'all, I am a Kandi lover, but she really made me really mad in this episode. Like, she should not have opened her mouth about anything. I thought what stays in the dungeon or what happens in the dungeon stays in the dungeon. But the other thing that really, really, I guess, the highlight of this whole episode was when Kenya was sitting there talking about, you know, how Mark sent her that playlist and she was all googly eyed and it was and then all of a sudden her lawyer was like, well, when did he do this? And
that was just
like, did somebody brief him? Like,
that was just wrong.
That was so funny. I fell out my chair. I loved it.
Oh my God. They really set her up. I felt so bad for her, but then again, I don't like Kenya. So therefore I didn't feel bad for her. I thought
that's Monica. Monica, you sound like Monica.
That's why we friends, girl.
Right. Cousins. We cousins.
But yeah, I was like, that was the best part of this whole entire show, just to see Kenya's little balloon go flat. So that was hilarious to me. But I'm excited about Real Housewives of Atlanta because at first, like you said, it was a complete snooze fest. But this mid-season trailer, honey. Yes.
He was feeling it. Yeah.
Honey, it is everything. And Porsha, so let me talk about her for 1 second. So Porsha, I like this new Porsha. Of I ain't really got to say much. It is what it is. But at the same time, I feel like Porsha should have just said, if she did it, just say you did it, girl. That's your business. Nobody else is blaming us. So I don't know. We're going to see about this Porsha situation going, but I think it's all going to blow over. I really think it's all
Yeah, I think so too. I really do. And then we got to look forward to Toya sleeping with the pastor.
Girl,
I'm trying to figure out, is it Jamal Brown? Is it Pastor Holy Whore? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Is Jamal coming? Is he coming to the show?
For the girls.
Is he coming? I don't know. We gotta figure out who this pastor, this man of the word is, because he more than of the word. He might be up something.
Teacups, I need you to get your eyes and ears on the ground there in Atlanta. Girl. And holla back at me because I need to know.
We all need to know. Tell us all.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Lexi, with your pretty self.
I know you're German, fly. Hello.
Thank you, y'all. I watch y'all every day. I'm in Germany, so our time frame is different. But every time I log in for work, I'm like, I got to see what's all about tea right now. So I love you guys.
Love you too.
Thank you.
All right, and I know there's a time difference, but if you can join us tonight, it's gonna be on and popping with T.I. and Tiny. They gonna
girl.
Let's see. You know what? Speaking of T.I. and Tiny, look how Kandi was acting in this particular episode about her not wanting to spill anything. Think about that when it comes down to T.I. and Tiny, how she played like she don't know nothing in this. But y'all know I love Kandi. But just think about that for a second. Like, make sure things. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, girl. Bye. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap things up. This was a good recap. Good episode. Okay. How do you rate the episode? Comment in the chat. Let us know 1 through 10 how you rated last night's episode. I liked it. It piqued my interest. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It made me, like I said, Drew. I'm like loving Drew. I want Tanya to come back. I'm proud of Porsha. Kandi's shady as hell. Kenya is very hurt and angry. I need Marlo to get a peach. Who am I missing? Cynthia. Oh yeah, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Cynthia.
All right, Monique, girl, how can they find you?
On Instagram at Cocktails and Confessions. And be sure to get my book, Reality in Chaos. It's on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. It's juicy. It's fictional. You'll love it.
Yes. Make sure you get that book. And if you follow Monique on Instagram, you can get a link to the book directly, right?
Link in bio. Yep.
Yeah. She's at Cocktails and Confessions on Instagram. Go on and follow her and get that book. It's a good read. It's juicy. It's entertaining. All right. You did your thing on that book, girl. I'm so proud.
Thank you, girl. I'm about to start book 2, so I'm going in hibernation in a week.
Wow. Look at, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I am so proud of you, Monique.
Thank you. You know I love you, Monica. You are my sister from another mister.
Same, right? Same. I just love you. I love you. Your support, your kind words. I mean, off this, right? Off of YouTube, Monique is a backbone for me. I can call her and text her anytime, and she makes time for me and gives me amazing advice. Okay?
I love you, girl. Don't you have me get teary-eyed. You know, I'm emotional these days.
I know. There's a lot going on. And but things are gonna be okay. Things are gonna be great. Things will be all right. I reside here on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out because I spill, myself and my co-host spill piping hot tea every day and night. So subscribe. And if you are subscribed, go on and bang that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the piping hot teacups. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. We love you all. Mods, thank you for holding down the chat. Everyone that sent in a super chat or a cash app, thank you so much for helping us keep the lights on. And if I didn't get a chance or missed your comment on your super chat, I apologize. I want y'all to stay safe and be blessed. And I'll see you back here this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern. T.I. and Tanya are going to prison. We're going to get into it. Bye, y'all.